Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Your mentor, Nako speaking. Welcome to next week's forecast market session, whereby I'll be analyzing all the pairs that will be trading in the next week. Okay, so how I go about these sessions is that I go through each and every instrument, as you can see here, and then I create a weekly watch list of the pairs that have the most and best probable setups that can play out in the following week. Okay, so within our weekly watch list here, we have pairs USD CAD, USD CHF, USD JPY, CAD CHF, AUD JPY, Euro AUD, NZD CAD, gold, and AUD CHF. So starting off with USD CHF, USD CAD here, spoke about this one in the previous week, whereby price was in a downtrend and our previous lower low got violated. Our previous lower high also got violated, and price tapped us into our daily demand area and pushed to the upside. But then unfortunately, our previous higher high here got violated with just a weak break, meaning that now price has to go back and violate it with a full body candlestick. Okay, that's when our setup comes in, whereby within our setup here we can see that within our pro trend here we can see that we have this higher high and this higher low, meaning that now we are trending in between. This here is our previous higher high, this here is our new higher high. So now we are basically trending and trading in between this previous this new high here. So this here is going to be our weak high, and this here is going to be our strong high, our strong low. Okay, so that's what we have. So now we're just waiting for price to mitigate our daily demand area here to push price to the upside. But then since this is the daily time frame, we are still open to taking our selling opportunities here. If any supply area gets mitigated, we can take our selling opportunities from there. Okay, so now moving on to USD CHF, we have this. So from USD CHF, in the previous week, we can see that on the daily time frame, price mitigated our daily order block here, and then price has been pushing to the downside, as this daily order block is confluenced by this violation of our previous lower low, meaning that now a break of structure is formed. Okay, so now with that being said, we can see that as price was pushing to the downside, it encountered this daily demand area, which reacted from it and started to push to the upside. Okay, so now if you can go to your lower time frames here, we can see that we have some opportunities, some buy opportunities that we can take from to push price to the upside, whereby this here our previous high here got violated, meaning that now a break of structure is formed. And now we can see here we have this potential demand area on the 30-minute time frame, whereby we can take our potential buying opportunities from. Okay, so I'm sure you're asking yourself, why are we not taking our buying opportunities from here? So we can see that this here acts as an inducement trap, meaning that now there is sell side liquidity lying below this low here, which is these imbalances here. So basically these imbalances have to get filled before price can push to the upside. Okay, also our demand area here is confluenced by this demand area. Our 30-minute demand area here is confluenced by these imbalances here above it. Okay, so that's what I have for USD CHF. Moving on to our next pair, we have USD JPY. So USD JPY, starting off from the daily time frame, we can see that price has been moving to has been pushing to the upside, meaning that now our higher highs are being violated and our higher lows are being respected. Now here our higher high got violated, meaning that now a new break of structure is formed and a new higher high is being formed. Our daily time frame demand area here was mitigated, as it was nearby our strong low, and this here is going to be our weak high. Okay, so now price reacted and mitigated our daily demand area here, and now price is currently pushing to the upside. Okay, so on the previous week we had this setup here whereby we're looking towards price to we're looking towards price to mitigate our 30-minute demand area at this point here. Okay, but then now we can see that price kept on pushing to the upside, and now it created a new higher high and a new higher low. Okay, so this one here is different, whereby we're going to use our golden zone entry as our entry. Okay, so now a lot of people will be looking for their buys here, but then not taking to considerate that on the lower time frames there's also some imbalances that have to be filled. Like here there's still IPA, inefficient price action, that has to be efficient. Okay, so hence why I used my golden zone from for this entry here, whereby my golden zone is in line with this demand area here. Okay, so this demand area is going to be invalidated, so we are looking towards taking our entries based on this demand area here to push price to the upside. Moving on to our next pair, we have CAD CHF. So now for CAD CHF, this is what we have, whereby price has been now pushing to the upside. So this here is the daily time frame. Okay, so the daily time frame, you can see that we have a bearish order flow, whereby our lower highs are being respected, and our lower lows are being violated. So now we're looking towards price pushing to the upside to mitigating our golden zone entry here. Okay, so now with that being said, as price is still currently in its counter trend here, we are going to go to our lower time frames, preferably our 30-minute chart or our 45-minute chart. On our 45-minute chart, we have this. We have our counter trend, which is creating our higher highs and higher lows. Since now it's a counter trend. Okay, so now our previous higher high here got violated, and a new higher high was being formulated. So now below this, a new higher high was also formulated again, and this here is our higher low, and a new higher high was formulated again. But then there is a lot of imbalances left behind here, which needs to be filled. Okay, so now this here is going to be our sell side liquidity, and now since this here we have these imbalances here just above our demand area, which also confluences and puts more probability within our demand area here. Okay, so now what we're looking for is that we're looking for price to push to the downside, mitigate our demand area, and push to the upside. Okay, so that's what I have for CAD CHF. So moving on to AUD JPY, pretty much the same thing, whereby you can see that here price action is currently pushing to the upside, whereby our higher highs are being violated, and our higher lows are being respected. Here on the 45-minute, on the 15-minute chart, you can see that we have this beautiful demand area that we have here, and that we are going to be taking our entries from. Okay, so now this demand area, there is some imbalances just above it, and there's also this sell side liquidity here that needs to be taken out before price pushes to the upside. Okay, so yeah, this is what I have from AUD JPY. Moving on to our next pair, we have Euro AUD. So for Euro AUD, this setup has been going. I've sent this setup for the longest of time, and now we can see that price has mitigated our demand area here. So now from now on, we're just going to wait for price to react accordingly, and then we are going to be taking our pro trend trades to the upside. By pro trend trades, that is that we'll be looking for setups like this, whereby we'll be taking our entries based on this here to push price to the upside. Okay, so taking our setups like this are always have more probability, because you're going with the overall trend, you're not going against the overall trend. Okay, so now moving on to our next pair, we have NZD CAD. Okay, so now for NZD CAD, pretty much a tricky pair, because now you can be confused of where price is going. Okay, so now for NZD CAD, here we can see that price is currently pushing to the upside, as there was a change of character involved here, and now price changed from this downtrend to an uptrend. Okay, So here we can see that if you can place our golden zone from this low to this high here, you can see that price mitigated our golden zone and is currently pushing to the upside. Okay, so this here is going to be our golden zone, right? So with that being said, our previous higher high got violated, meaning that now a break of structure is formed, and then meaning that now on the daily time frame we are trading, we are trending in between this range, which is our strong low, and this here is going to be our weak high. Okay, this here is going to be our weak high on the daily time frame. Okay, and then on the daily time frame there was this demand area here that price just spiked out and pushed to the upside. But then if price spikes out of your demand area or your supply area, that doesn't necessarily mean that your demand or supply area is invalidated. Your demand or supply area is only invalidated until or when it's violated with a full body candlestick. Okay, so now as you can see, price spiked out of our daily demand area and started to push to the upside. And now if you can go to our lower time frames, we can look for our entries for more pro trend entries from there. Okay, so now on the, let me go to the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, we can see that there was this pro trend entry here, whereby this here is our break of structure, and this here is going to be our area of entry, which is our demand area. Okay, so now with that being said, this here we can see that also here price tapped us in and started to push to the upside. Okay, and now if you can go to our 15-minute time frame, or maybe our 15-minute time frame, or maybe our 10-minute time frame, you can see that price is currently also pushing to the upside and creating our higher highs and higher lows. So recently there was this higher high that was violated and a new higher high that was created, and now we'll be looking towards taking our entries based on this demand area here on the 10-minute time frame to push price to the upside. So basically this here is going to be our strong low, and this here is going to be our weak high, okay. So moving on, we have a gold here, which pretty much simple. On the 10 hour chart, we have this setup whereby gold is now at its all-time highest price, and now when price retrace back to the downside, we'll be looking to take our buying opportunities here at gold to create a new all-time high for gold again. Okay, so moving on to our next pair, we have AUD CHF. For AUD CHF, pretty much simple again. Price is currently pushing to the upside. We have this setup here whereby our previous high got violated, and our higher lows here are looking towards being respected. Okay, so this here is going to be our strong low, and this here is going to be our weak high. Okay, basically we are trading in between this strong low and this weak high, and between that we have this 45-minute demand area that we are looking to take our buying opportunities from to push price to the upside. Okay, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's basically it for today's session. And yeah, wishing you guys a profitable week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.